Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I have Swan, so I will swatch the entire Pat McGrath holiday collection in direct sun. First palette, it is Jeweled Temptation. It is a beautiful one. So first three shades, it's Coral Nectar, Amber Aura and Star Garnet. I think these are the best swatch in direct sun, and today is the best day for this. um, so these are the first three shades swatching here. Then it's Daring Desire, Midas Mystic and Midnight Cherry. This felt very creamy and very pigmented when I swatched it on my hand. Very intense colors and they sparkle very beautifully. The next three shades, it's Smoldering Bronze, Blooming Sienna and Amethyst Noir. And that purpley shade, it is stunning. And the whole palette, it is very beautiful. One thing I will say, I don't like the packaging at all. It is even very hard to open if you have like small hands, so I don't enjoy this. And then we have two blushes, Desert Amber and Paradise Venus. And I think Desert Amber, it is like a new shade because I don't have it. So yeah, these are the swatches for the blushes. I think it is a gorgeous palette. Overall, I didn't have time to play on the eyes yet, but yeah. So this is the entire palette. Again, in direct sun, how the colors look. Because I think, yeah, it is the best way for you to see exactly how they look without artificial light. And the entire palette swatched. This is a very warm palette, very summery in my opinion. If you take out that purpley shade, I think I have all of this shade actually. So yeah. And I also film it in my bed with my blitz, so you can see how they sparkle. As usual, that first shade, it is actually really pretty, that pinky champagne shade. Next palette, it is Starstruck Splendor, and this one actually it is my favorite of both of them. I knew that from the beginning. So this has these greens at the bottom, and also the first shade, Opalescent Moonstone. It is a beautiful glittery shade, very beautifully. Then we have Dawn Divinity and Eternal Bronze, but that first shade, it is spectacular. It's like of her special shade. It's swatched beautifully, so I'm very impressed about that shade, the first one. The next three shades are Forever Nude, Fawn, Fantasia and Serene Sienna. Those names are very hard to read if you're not like native in English, so sorry for my pronunciation. So yeah, the rest shade are like most like common shades that I probably already have from Pat McGrath or from other eyeshadow palettes, other brands. And then the preferred, the greens one, Celestian Celadon, Mystic Majesty and Emerald Eclipse. That last shade, stunning. I mean, we have a turquoise and an emerald shade. What we want more from this? I am love it. I hope she released like a mothership with this kind of greens and turquoise, but no rosy shades in there. So these are the eyeshadows, and then we have two blushes, Nymphet and Coral Cosmos. Coral Cosmos, I don't know if it is like limited edition to this one or is new. Nymphet, it is an existing blush. Yeah, I don't actually enjoy that they are together, but I don't mind, but I don't like the packaging at all. So here is the entire palette swatched. again, so you have a better view of this one. And that green looks like a black base with a green on top. The blushes are also very beautifully. Here it is with the blitz. You see the first shade, it's like her special shade. I don't know, I'm just in love with that first shade. And also the green looks beautifully in artificial light. Next we'll start swatching the squints, and the first palette it is the Bordeaux Bliss. These are beautifully very creamy. The glittery metallic shades in here very creamy and very pigmented, what I can say. They look stunning in direct sun. That black with like pink iridescence also very beautifully. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. So here are Platinum, Rosewater, Ruby Noir and Naked Sunset. These are the first three shades in this quint. And yeah, let's watch it here. Beautiful, that black with pink. Yeah, it is stunning. So the first three shades. Then we have Mauve Mystique and Cosmic Garnet, the last two shades in here. Beautiful also. I don't know if these are like similar with the other quints that I have in my collection, but yeah, I will do also a comparison with that ones. So here is the entire palette swatched in direct sun. It looks, I don't know, beautifully. It's more like an everyday color, let's say, but of course you can go smoky with this. And here you can see best that black base with pink sparkle. So next we have Bronze Ecstasy. And I also filmed the packaging. I know if it's boring you can like skip in front, but yeah. So we have the first three shades called Starlit Champagne, Merlot Mystique and Honey Nectar. This reminds me from the last year collection. I don't know if the shades are the same or not, but very like in the same theme. So these are the first three shades. Beautifully also like everyday shades, let's say. And here are swatches for these three shades. Yeah, coppery and pinky, champagne and brownish. Then the last two are like Twilight Taupe and Enchanted Bronze. That bronze shade, I really like it. It looks very beautifully. And yeah, I'm trying to don't have shadow in here. So that last shade, it's actually one of my favorite. I will see how this actually will apply on the eyes. I hope they are not like patchy or anything. And this is the entire palette, Bronze Ecstasy, matte and shimmery, and here it's with the blitz also. The next quint, it is called Sunset Romance, and yeah, it's more a romantic eyeshadow palette. I like that the color on the packaging is actually distinct, so you know which one is which. So the first three shades are Glowing Desire, Suede, Sienna and Mink Mirage. I think I have these colors in Pat McGrath collection, so yeah, nothing very out of this world in this eyeshadow palette, but it is beautiful. It's swatched really well. And the last two shades are Sun-Kissed Rose and Petalic Passion. Again, I think maybe I have this in my collection. But yeah, here is the entire palette swatched. That matte didn't swatch that well, but we know the drill. So the entire palette, it is here beautifully. An everyday palette. Here it's with the blitz. Very pretty. And now my favorite of them all, it's Lunar Night shade, and because it has this bluish shades in here. So the four shades, it's Platinum Moonlight, Midnight Iris, and Pale Amethyst. These are like I think similar shades I can find in Pat McGrath, but the last two, which is called Noir Nebula and Neptunian Orchid, are the ones that excite me the most. So very pretty in direct sun, very creamy also. You can see here the two shades how they look in my on my finger, and here are swatched. So yeah, this is the entire palette. I think this one goes with like a smoky eye look, but it is very pretty. Here it's also the entire with different angle of the sun. Beautifully, what I can say, I love all of them, but yeah, we all have our preferred colors. So this is the one for me. And then I also film it with blades. You can see how beautiful these are in artificial light. Next we have Divine Blush Bronze and Glow Trio. Nirvana in Bloom is the this trio. So we have three shades in here: Bronze Nirvana, which is a bronzer already existed, and then Sunset Bloom and Lotus Nectar, which are actually new shades for the blushes. And yeah, it is a beautiful palette. Did I need it in my life? No. And that Lotus Nectar, that highlighter, it reminds me of NARS famous highlighter. I will have to make a comparison with that one, but yeah, this is how these shades look swatch on my hand. So you can see also the highlighters. It's pretty. It's a pink one with golden iridescence. The bronzer seemed to be a little bit orangey on me. Next trio, it is Supernova Siren with the following shade: Burnish Honey, which is an existing bronze and bronzer, and then we have Midnight Orchid and Solar Fantasy. I think this trio, it's more for the dark skin tones. It is very intense, but I did like very much that blush. I do actually tend to buy like more pigmented blush, and you can see here how gorgeous these are. And that highlighter also looked pink, a darker version of the previous highlighter that I swatched before. And this is the entire palette swatch on my hand. So yeah, of course it will be looking very differently on my face, but these are the swatches. And I don't think you need these trios in your life. I think you can find something similar in your collection. But yeah, I ordered the entire collection, so these are the swatches for this one. And then the last trio, it is Forever Nude, which is for like light skin tones. And we have Nude Honey, Naked Peony, and Opal Allure. Nude Honey is actually one of my favorite bronzer. It looks gorgeous on me. We'll see how this highlighter looks. It's more like a champagne. It's not that pinky as the other two. And that blush, it's a little bit on the pink side, pink corally in a way. So here are these shades swatched on my hand. I cannot wait to try them on my face. Videos are coming, but have patience because all these swatchings video in direct sun requires like a lot of time and yeah, energy spent. So yeah, so this was my video with all this holiday collection from Pat McGrath. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.